Hey everyone, it's Des, and it's time to do something that I have not done in absolute months, and that would be monthly favorites. As you guys know, September is ending, and I'm finally getting this done before the month is out. Like, usually I'll post it like the first week of the next month. Not this time. I am on top of things. I haven't made a monthly favorites video in quite a while just because I hadn't been trying enough products or I didn't have any big events going on that were like, oh, I just had to tell. But September was a different situation and I have lots of favorites, lots of events, and lots to tell you. So like always, I'm going to get started with the makeup items, then go into like the stuff. I actually have some skincare stuff this month, some events, some shows. All that stuff will be at the end. And it has been brought to my attention that when you guys are viewing my videos, you are not viewing them in the highest quality. I export all of my videos so that you'll be able to see them with at least 1080, I think it's HP or whatever. It's something, it's like a Pokemon. So you got like 1080 HP. Whatever it's called, the settings, if you go into these videos settings, you can change that so that you can view this video in HD. I have always exported my videos in HD and it seems that nobody sees them that way. They always see them as like the lowest one possible, and not only does that make me look bad, it makes it a lot harder to see what I'm talking about in all of my videos. So if you would just go to the settings and click the highest one on HD that you would like to view it in, that would be great, because to me, I've been putting a lot of work in and everyone's just seeing my videos as like crappy little grainy pixelated things. So yeah, now that that's out of the way, let's get on to the favorites. My first monthly favorite is a ColourPop item. It seems like I always get a new ColourPop item that ends up being my favorite, probably just because I think that whatever their brand touches turns to gold. They have like the Midas touch. And that product would be their lippy sticks. Now, their lippy sticks have been reformulated lately so that they kind of have a more creamier consistency, and I really am loving it. This one is in the color I'm Yours. I'll give you guys a little swatch here, but it's not about the color with this. It's kind of just like a nude, but it's not about that. What about this that I love is the formula. It is just so buttery, creamy, delightful. And usually I go for a liquid lip or something else, but this texture feels like there's nothing on your lips. Like, nothing. It lasted a school day for me, which is usually at least 4 hours, and I just absolutely loved the texture. It felt like I had a lip balm on all day. It didn't feel like I had any heavy lipstick, but the color payoff was still there. So for me, this was a major winner this month. I plan on getting more colors in this type of new formula where it's just a little bit creamier and lighter and buttery. I know that this will probably make me run out of them quicker, but I don't care because it feels like there's nothing on my lips, and that is so comfortable. Like, I had a cold this month, which was one of my not favorites, but I could get through my cold wearing lipstick because of this, because it felt like a lip balm, a good lip balm. Next up, I have the Too Faced Peach Collection setting spray called Peach Mist. This is part of their new like peaches line because, you know, the first peach line apparently wasn't enough, but they wanted to bank on that some more, so they made a new type of formula where it was peach and sweet fig cream. So they came out with this huge line, and I could only get like 2 things from this line because everything is like $30. Like, nothing was under $30 except the lipstick. Everything was over $30. So I got 2 things. I limited myself. I really tried. And this was one of the things that I got. I had run out of my all-nighter setting spray from Urban Decay, and I can say that this at least performs as well as the all-nighter does. I haven't tested it to go like 10+ hours, but for my everyday needs, this seems to work really well. It smells kind of like peaches and cream, but it's a lot lighter than the original Peach Collection scent. This isn't so much of a tart scent as much as it is a creamy kind of scent to it. And it's nice, you know, to just spray that on your face and to smell it. A lot of people have complained about this product, saying that it left white spots on their face and was like drying. I didn't experience any of that. It says right on the lid to shake this up. make sure that you shake it up just a little bit, just like a little, and then do it, not like, like really shaking it up and making it foam or anything like that, and then to spray it far away from your face and to just let it settle. If you're spraying it like this close, yeah, you're gonna get spots because that's just the extra product, building up on your skin. So just make sure you know how to use the setting spray first, and I would say you wouldn't have any of those problems. It says it is a mattifying spray. I don't really know if that part of it works. My skin is very oily, especially when it is unusually hot here for the fall. I don't think it has made me produce any more oil. It's just been pretty normal up here in the hood of Desi's face. So I really like it. I think it is just as good as the all-nighter. If I ran out of this, would I purchase more of this or the all-nighter? I don't know, I would have to do like a toss-up, but for the month, this has definitely been my favorite because I like the scent, and when you put it on your face, it's just kind of refreshing and it has that pleasant smell to it. And it seems to work really well. It seems to be able to keep my makeup on my face for much longer because the only things I have problems with are my highlight and my contour. Those will like disappear within hours, and with this they've stayed on pretty well, so I'm pretty impressed. Then I have some brushes. These are the regular Wet n Wild white brushes. I think they have a couple of other brush designs. These ones you usually find at like a Dollar Tree or, a drugstore. They are super, super sturdy. These handles feel so nice and expensive, even though each one of these was only $1. So the price point is definitely there. It is so inexpensive. Everyone can afford it. And they're super nice quality. These feel heavier than some of the more expensive ones that I have. And the quality of the bristles is super smooth. I had a couple of natural hair ones that, use like animal fur and whatnot, and they were not as soft as these, and they hurt my eyes. And I got a couple of these for like a blending brush. I use this as my highlight, and this is my smudge brush. And I like these better than the natural fiber ones because they don't hurt my eyes. They're also really cute when they're not dirty like this. They have a pink top to them. I like that they're like ergonomically designed for like your thumb to fit in here, so they fit really nice in your hand. I think for the price point they are absolutely fabulous. So yeah. Then I actually have a skincare item for this month. I've been upping my skincare game because I got some fine lines. I'm not gonna lie, I'm only 20, but I still have lots of fine lines that I'm realizing, and I wanna get rid of them as soon as I can. So in an effort to stop them, I've been upping my skincare game, and it seems to be really helping. What I do at night is I put on after I shower, I tone my face with my regular Lush toner water, then I put on my moisturizer, then I put on this, which is the Pharmacy Sleep Tight Firming Night Balm. This is just a sample size, but it is like a deluxe sample, so it's a lot of product. It looks like this. It just looks like a clear kind of glycerin almost type balm, and this is gonna last me forever. Like when I run out of this, I'll probably be another like 6 months. Like this would be quite a few months supply because it is such like an oily texture that comes off with it, and it can go a really, really long way. I usually just put it right here where I get my fine lines and creases. I put it around here a bit too to get rid of like laugh lines, and I was skeptical because I don't really trust every brand that says, oh, we're gonna get rid of your fine lines and wrinkles, because tons of people claim that and tons of them are wrong. This, however, has reduced the fine lines on my forehead dramatically. I have been using this for about 4 weeks every night, and within the first week of using it, my fine lines around my forehead super, super diminished. I don't know what this has in it that does that. I don't know why. I just know that it works really, really well for my skin. It's not too oily. It absorbs into your skin right away, and it just works, man. I don't know. You can get this brand at Sephora in a bigger container, which I will be doing after I finish this little tiny sample up. But oh my goodness, guys, like, I didn't think it was gonna do it. I thought it was just gonna be like, oh, it's gonna claim, that it can get rid of my fine lines. But no, it actually did, and I am very, very happy about that because I don't want to look older than I am. I also would like to point out the smell. I really enjoy the smell of this. It just smells so, not medicinal, but just almost foresty, like woodsy, and I really, really like that about it. Then Halloween is just around the corner. I swear, as soon as it hits mid-September, it's officially Halloween. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. So anyways, I love to decorate for Halloween, and Target's Halloween collection has been adorable this year. One of my favorites is these little tombstones you can get. They come in all sorts of different designs, and they're only $1. And this is only $1 too. Sorry, I was drinking some juice out of it. It is a little cup that says Happy Halloween. It has a cute little spider and a twirly straw. And they're so cute. Both of these were only $1, and they are definitely worth it, in my opinion, for decorating the dorm around Halloween. I mean, it's a glittery bat. Who doesn't love, like, glittery bats? I know that I sure like them. My next September favorite is partially an event and partially something that I got at said event. And that would be that I went to my very first Comic-Con this September with all my friends. We got all dressed up and everything. I cosplayed as Medusa from Soul Eater, and it went over fantastic. We had a great time. It was a smaller con, but it was definitely a lot of fun. Everyone there was super, super friendly, and it was a great overall experience, I would have to say, for my first, Comic-Con. I consider myself a lazy nerd, as in, I define that as I like a lot of nerdy things, but I don't usually act upon it. Like, oh, I can like Star Wars, but it doesn't mean that, like, I'm gonna collect lightsabers, or that I'm gonna show up to every Star Wars club meeting or whatever. And so Comic-Con was a great way to just, concentrate that energy on that one day and how much you enjoy, anime and comics and dressing up, and everyone was super nice and we all had a great time. I didn't find a lot to buy, mostly because I was kind of limiting myself in my head on how much I wanted to spend on everything. But I did find one thing in particular that I could not leave without. Like, I was not walking out of that building without this one thing. And that would be this handsome devil right here. Yes, I bought a Loki figurine from the new Thor Ragnarok that's coming out, and I'm so stoked for it. A lot of you guys, especially the ones that I went to high school with, know I have an affinity of deep, passionate love for Loki and Tom Hiddleston in general. I love the way he acts. He always puts everything 100% into the characters he plays, and I just couldn't help it. I saw this and it had to be mine. So now Loki in all his regalness sits upon my desk every morning. It's a lovely sight to wake up to. I can't help it. Deep in my heart, I still have a love for villains and bad boys. Something about Loki's character has always called to me, and how he just wants to be his brother's equal, and his villainy is the result of all of the pain he feels inside. So I really, really enjoy this character, and I needed this. I needed this in my life. It was only like $15. I mean, if I was gonna spend $15 the whole day, it was gonna be on this guy. So yeah. Money well spent, don't you agree? He agrees. Then, as always, I always tell you guys one of my favorite shows for the month. This one, it's a little bit on the more, I would say 16 plus range of shows, age ranges that should be watching it. But I have jumped upon the Rick and Morty train real hard lately, and it is just such a funny show. I didn't think I would like it. I watched one episode and now I am completely hooked on Rick and Morty. It is just so funny. A lot of kooky adventures happen, and in those adventures, you kind of look at what's important in life and what's not important in life, and that it's more important to just do what you want kind of thing than it is to do what everybody else wants. It kind of has some deep psychological undertones underneath all of the episodes. But every episode I find myself laughing at a line or something that somebody said, or just a concept. I feel like as a person, I am 50% Rick, like 50% badass, scientifically can prove this, I can do everything that I set my mind to, and then 50% I'm Morty and I'm just like, I don't know guys, it's like the two complete different opposites come together and they make this completely rad show. It's really good. I highly recommend it if you haven't looked into it already. Yeah, guys, that is everything for this month of September. It has been a really good, productive month, and I'm hoping that October can be the same because it's gonna be Halloween soon. Comment down below what you guys have for plans for October and what are some of your September favorites from this month. I will see you guys later this week. Stay stellar, guys. Bye.